Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at. No, I didn't forget that I reviewed Missing Link Optimus Prime or Convoy. And no, this isn't the Legacy United Deluxe, although my Chucky sense is telling me that figure is going to be coming sooner than later. This right here is the 40th anniversary um, G1 Optimus Prime. This is a Walmart exclusive. um, went up for order, not pre-order, this past weekend. I was able to get it. I think I ordered it on like a Friday or Saturday. I got it today on Monday, and it's basically the original toy, done in a more cartoon accurate paint scheme. Notice the white legs. Um, Another touch that I think is even different from the last time Walmart reissued Optimus Prime is the elongated smokestacks. And this also comes with a trailer. Um, Other than that, it's basically using the newer molding um, that the reissues of Optimus Prime have used. The hands can hold the blaster properly, and just stuff like that. But just so you know, right off the bat, I do believe there's some die cast in here. And this does feel very sturdy and solid. Like it's not floppy. I didn't notice any looseness. But I will tell you also, there's no stickers, so you are missing some of that detail. But for the rest of the review, let's get over to the light box. Alrighty, and we're actually starting off in what I would consider the final mode. It's with the trailer open, Prime and Robot mode. Please excuse that I'm pulled back because this was a rather sizable toy back in the day. But I wanted to start off showing, the differences. Now, I do have the missing Link Optimus Prime to compare it to, um, because frankly, I know I have the book box reissue Optimus Prime, but that's a little hard for me to get to. So, and also, that's actually worth almost as much, if not a little bit more, than an original G1 Optimus Prime. So I really don't like to take it out that much. But really, this is my only other reissue of the G1 toy. I just never gone into them because, frankly, the prices they were going for just the robot here, um, I couldn't justify. But this is coming in around with after shipping 70 to $73, and I feel a little bit better than that, especially when you figure that they were selling just the cab during the last reissues for around 50 and change. Um, but yep, I'm going to move Prime out of the way since we're going to do a better comparison and close-up look at him with the missing link convoy. But I know some of you are probably looking at this trailer and are like, my God, it's barren. And that's because a lot of the tampo and sticker details have been removed. Because let's be honest, those were holdovers from the original Diaclone release. This was always, and in the cartoon, they were just never there. But you do have the seats here, you can put a original Diaclone pilot in. Could put him in the chairs here. Um, Unfortunately, the canopy here in the repair drone is closed. Now, of course, you can do all of the little gimmicks with the drone. You can close this up and have it sticking out. You can have it sticking out this way, what have you. It's all that all is still there. I mean, we're not going to go that far into it. Oh, it does rotate. For some reason, I thought this didn't rotate, but it does. It does bend and stuff. This is fixed into place, but something that's not is roller. One thing I do enjoy that this has over the missing link Optimus Prime or Convoy is the spring-loaded launcher for roller. Because really, again, back in the day, Diaclone, this was a play feature. And I think you were also designed that you could use it for the other car robots, and I do appreciate that it stores there. Now, I do want to mention that this does include the hose and the fuel container that you could plug in and use with Roller here or Optimus Prime, as well as the original missiles. As you can see, though, the launcher here has been neutered, so I just didn't bother opening them or taking them out. I mean, we know what that is, we know how it works, but the storage is still here in the base of the tray, as well as on Roller, where you can also use to store the Ion Blaster for Optimus Prime. So, really, that's about it for the trailer. This is done in that more of a grayish color, which is a little more animation accurate than the bright silver. Although I think a little lighter on the gray would have worked better. But for those of you who aren't familiar, just rotate the dish around, close the claw, bring it back down and around like so. You can collapse it down like this so it sits flush, and then close up the sides. You do have the Autobot logo, but you don't have that blue striping. Again, animation accurate. And here you have the trailer all closed up. If you going to go all the way, um, oh, I think I just jostled uh, Roller loose, but you'd fold those up. Rubber tires, folks. So just be a little careful about um, that this will break down over time, apparently. I'm a bit afraid to look at my legacy beachcomber, but I'm going to have to probably do that when I get Ruckus. But closes up, and again, very solid. Plastic feels good, doesn't feel cheap. I know they've recast the mold a couple times, but I do appreciate it. Now, just as an aside, when I was a kid, my Optimus Prime really didn't survive much, and I do remember that I did break it over here, the door's off. I think this back door here, just very aggressive. So, and just in these hands now, the plastic even feels better than that. So there's that. So there's the trailer. Now we'll pause and we'll come in and take a look at Optimus Prime. All right, and here we are with the star of the show. This is the 40th anniversary Optimus Prime. Now, like I said, the only reissue that I've handled um, was that book box reissue that was over 20 years ago now. And that was strictly toy colors. The only real difference was the inclusion of the energy axe, a matrix. I think there was a matrix. But also it came, or actually, no, it didn't come with the fist to hold the Megatron pistol that came with Starscream. Starscream came with that fist. Um, but I mean, it was a very nice presentation package. It actually came with the binder and for all the file sheets they were giving you. Some of them I kind of think I kind of tore them up trying to pull them out, but it's a thing. But so it's nice to be able to handle this toy again. And the closest I've been able to do has been this guy, which is the Missing Link Optimus Prime. Now, originally, I'd actually already forgotten. I had thought that Missing Link Prime was just basically the original toy with better articulation. But there is that molding for the toy accurate one with all those details that were from the Diaclone release. Now that's just painted over here. But as you can see, the Hasbro release goes a step further by including the arrows and stuff like that painted in that are accurate to the cartoon. And also, whereas now this is the animation accurate one, so I actually wasn't going to grab this until I saw it had the chrome. This should actually have the white here to better represent the animation. But again, it has the chrome. There is that molded detailing there on the feet, which is really more for the toy accurate one. Where here, that was all stickers. So instead of including the stickers, it's just that flat gray, which I believe again is accurate or a little more accurate. But then you also have this section underneath here, which I'm a little confused by. I think that's actually meant to represent the crotch area. Now that's not there at all on the missing link prime. I think that was not done just because of to have the hip articulation. But as you can see, the wheels, whereas like here they can move for due to the lateral leg movement, they're fixed in place. And of course, on this release, you do see the extra nubbins, which is because this is actually based on that first retool that was included with Ultra Magnus, because Ultra Magnus was Battle Convoy, so it was just a repaint. It was a new trailer with these added bits to secure it into the armor. So that's obviously not going to be there. But you see, instead of the chrome, you have the flat silver. Very nice silver, by the way, but it's all over. And one thing, let's point it out right here. Yes, they're not as tall, but we do have a pronounced smokestacks. Even if you look at the box that 40th Anniversary Prime comes in, they still show the heavily neutered smokestacks. So it's nice to see that they've been able to find a better compromise for this, and that I'm very happy about. Now, I also would have liked that maybe if they could have included the extra hand here um, to hold Megatron, especially since they just re-released Starscream and the Seekers, and all of them come with the Megatron pistol. In terms of the head here, obviously with the missing link, you do have a little bit of retooling to make it a little more. I mean, it's toy, but there's a little bit more of that cartoon accuracy. But this here, this is the straight up toy. Let me really bring them in here so you can see. So you can see that wide cheek area, but they do have that the little grill, the vents in the grill. The eyes are a little more squinty and not as pronounced. So it's close, but this is really the original toy. And I mean, theoretically speaking, had they gone to match the animation, this is what we would have had on the shelves. And to be honest, I think it might have been a little bit more enjoyable. Now, of course, you do have the gimmicks the chest can't open. Obviously, there's a matrix chamber here, but bringing it around the back, you can also see how, you know, here you had that original opening and all of that to just fit the head, and you had a whole different back section here to close things up, where this has been streamlined a little just because of the newer articulation. But you can see the difference in work here with the chrome as opposed to the white paint. And interestingly enough, the diecast contact is similar. Now, one thing I should mention is with Optimus Prime, uh, the 40th anniversary version, they did not include the Generation 2 version of the blaster. So this is the stock straight ion blaster you would get, but holds it fine. My original Prime, I never had a problem with him holding it. Maybe I was doing something wrong, which ended up being right. Who knows? But very nice. Um, really, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying handling the figure, and it's great to have. I mean, I'm contemplating doing some sort of 40th anniversary G1 display since they've really been doing a nice job with these updates. Now, obviously, I got to go through the transformation just because. Um, you all know it. Say it with me. Bend the arms, flip the head back, push it down here. This will tab in. This will tab in. Pop the hands off. Let's do what we all did as kids. Put them right there in the seats where the Diaclone pilots would go. Close that up. Oh, I have a little scuffage right there. You got a little scuffage. Actually, I don't think that's scuffage. I think it's just a little bit of an extra. I don't want to scrape it too much, but it gives it some charm from the original toy. Flip the feet down. Now let's see if this will happen. Where, yeah, if you notice real quick, there's kind of like, I don't want to say it's a ratchet, but like a spring hinge, which kind of puts the legs back. And, not for nothing, that's sort of like that pose from the box. But bring the legs up, just like so. And you have Prime back in its robot mode. Excuse me, the truck mode. Uh, Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Make sure the feet are folded up all the way. You can go ahead, bring the trailer in, connections there, and he's rolling out. He transformed. Now he's rolling out. So, not really much more to say. This is a great figure. I'm enjoying it. So, why don't we pause and come back with my final thoughts? I have to tip my hat to Hasbro because they've done a really great job with the 40th anniversary Optimus Prime. At least on my copy, everything feels good. I mean, it feels new. It doesn't feel like the 50th use of the mold. Everything comes together slightly. Yes, I'm starting to notice right now there's a little bit of paint matching issues between this part of the cab, which is die cast, and the rest of the body. But that's gives it a little flair. Well, it's actually back in the day it would actually be matched properly, but I didn't want to say that. But yeah, I mean, for $70, $73 ship, I think this is kind of good. Now, is it going to go on clearance? Is there going to be a sale? I don't know. Because really, I think for a lot of people who wanted a G1 Optimus Prime, this is going to be the one they want. So this might actually sell out faster than you might think. Um, and let me just say real quick, is this the best Optimus Prime? No, that's Studio Series 86. But is this the best G1 toy Optimus Prime? Yes. Are they going to make more? Yes. Are you gonna have to buy them? If they re-release this as it is with the colors, they include the axe, a matrix, and maybe that hand to hold Megatron as a gun, if not the Megatron gun, then yeah, I would buy that one because that's the only way I can see them improving upon this release. But other than that, this is it. This is the reissue I think we've been waiting for all these years. It's going to fit in great with all your other retro reissues. I've been picking them up here and there as I could. I kind of skipped out on the Seekers because Starscream didn't feel that great. The Insecticons, the price was a little too high for me at the time. And to be honest, I have a set of the Insecticons already, so it's like, eh. But I am curious, and of course I have Hound. We just haven't taken a look at them yet. But I am very anxious and excited to see what they're going to come out with next because they reissued Hound. Obviously, they've done Perceptor, Blaster, Soundwave. Are we going to get other G1 toys that have been apparently lost? Who knows? Um, but definitely, I think this is the showcase of the retro 40th anniversary line, and you should be quite happy if you decide to pick this up. But that's it for the review. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. Well, I will always appreciate the views. The likes, comments, and subscriptions help communicate to YouTube through the algorithm that my channel should be exalted and held upon high. If you want to make the ultimate sign of support, I do have a Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/chuckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No thrills, no tears, no special rewards. All you're doing is helping me help you to help me help you bring figures like this to you, as well as keeping up the infrastructure of the channel. But as I always say, if you can't afford the $1 a month, $12 a year, your views are more than thanks enough. Patreon is just a cherry on top of an already generous sundae. So that's about it. Once again, this is your old pal Chuck for 40th Anniversary Optimus Prime. Transform, roll out, and we'll see you next time.